Hello there, Sarah from 17 once again. This is my Witcher 2 Dark Mode difficulty video walkthrough. This is bullshit Letho, as I call it, in Chapter 3. It's the Assassin of Kings. It's the final boss fight against Letho, the other Witcher, the guy who was in that amazing cinematic at the beginning of this game, which a part of me really wants to turn into my new intro. And people might be wondering why I've not changed my intro and my aesthetic for a while. It's because I can't find my product key for my copy of After Effects that I have on my laptop. So instead, I have to find a torrent for it. And the problem when you get into the world of looking for torrents and looking for file shares and all that kind of stuff, aside from the obvious one, which is, you know, file sharing is highly conspicuous and dodgy at the best of times, is that they very rarely work, and when they do, you know, there's a lot of messing about to get cracks, to get codes, to get activation codes, and all this kind of other stuff, because it turns out piracy is illegal and it can be awkward. And it sucks because I got a free version of the, you know, 100 quid software, whatever it is, when I was at university, because part of my course featured After Effects heavily, because I was taught how to use it, you know. I did several advanced effects modules, and I studied motion graphics using it. I did a few other interesting things, and unfortunately my laptop is kind of shitty and dead at this moment in time. It's super slow, you know, it's really tired. I kind of burnt out its processor and its fan and all its insides because I didn't use it correctly, and I was using it to do too much, so it gradually went insane and died. And it's my only copy of After Effects, and when I use it, it's slow as balls, so it turns a work process of an hour into about 10 hours just by the fact that everything takes so much longer to do, and it's incredibly frustrating. So, as much as I've seen a few things I would like to change for my new identity, I haven't done it just yet. I think the colour's going to be blue. I think it's going to be a light sky blue for the next one, and I think the intro is going to be... I don't know, actually. I don't know whether or not I'm going to do a short one, so I can just have a nice snappy one, or if I'm going to have one which can be longer and shorter, and I can intercede it when necessary, like I did with this one, which, if you're wondering why I don't do the long intro anymore, it's because I'm weaning the intro down, because it's, you know, it's time to move on to the new period, as I like to call it. We've done the pink period, and as much as I really enjoyed it, you know, it's time to move on. I love that weapon. You see that? It just turns him into stone. Such a good sword. So this is me just exploiting the fact that the Nilfgaardian captains with the shields are incredibly defensive, so instead I'm going to counter-strike them and get lucky with a couple of petrifications like I just did then. But why do I think this fight is bullshit, I should probably say? Well, it's because after the first checkpoint... Uh-oh. You see that bullshit? That is me not having an ability I thought I had again. Why do I not learn? And I do have the ability to level up as well, so I could probably put points into it, but turns out I'm an idiot sometimes, so instead I use Quen, and then I get stuck onto geometry like a pro. Quen saves my life, that guy gets turned to stone. Why is Letho a bitch? Right. I recommend saving before you enter the Letho fight. I recommend it so heavily you should do it right now. Save now, before the door. Do not go in. Save, save, save. Because if you don't, your last save might be a long time ago and you might have to replay a lot of bullshit. Because the autosave that you're going to get in the fight puts you directly in front of Letho, right at the beginning, and you do not have your sword out. The time it takes you to pull your sword out, you will get hit. You cannot roll without your sword out. Now you see the conundrum. It is the worst piece of game design in this game, and if I could talk to the developers about why this was a thing, I would love to understand how this works, because it's just dumb as balls. Like, why do they spawn you so close to him? It makes no sense. But the reason it frustrated me, guys, is I wanted to get a no damage fight on him, because that's what I did on my first playthrough. My first attempt at this boss was a no damage kill, and now on my guide I physically couldn't do it. So watch this. Load screen, roll, and I still get hit. You see that bullshit? Motherfucker doesn't even touch me, I still take damage, and all because of this game is dumb. But Strategy is really simple. Add, combo, add, combo, add, combo. Evade him, add, combo. Depending on how much add you've got will depend on how much you can combo him. When he does add, it's a really good opportunity to punish him with a strike. Like, this is as easy as it gets. If you can kill the dragon, this guy is cake. Like, he's an absolute joke. But he hurts. So if he hits you, he does big damage. And he's a fun fight too, minus the being a douche part. But that's the end of the walkthrough, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. And yeah, thank you for watching. You're the most important part of the channel, and you keep coming back, so I'm grateful for that. And as always, there will be something new in the pipeline. Not too sure what that will be at this moment, but I'm sure it'll be something pretty cool. So you take care now.